Hey, crafty queens. Okay, so I wanted to share with you my stencil solution. I've had an evolution in my stencil storage. I started off with them all being in a little box, my spray box. But then I kept buying stencils and they had too many. And so then I I had got an idea from Julie Faye Van Balzer, and I created this little, trying to pull it out without causing too much havoc. I made this little binder and had all of my stencils in it, but it quickly didn't work for me because it was cute when I just wanted to see what I had, but if I really wanted to use them, then it wasn't functional because especially when I jelly print, I use like 20 stencils at a time, and when I'm done, I'm not big on throwing them in water and then letting them dry and then putting them back in here. So it was cute at first and organizing. It was a good idea. It just wasn't a functional idea for me. So my next option was I got this big old box, big portable storage jumbo case, 17 by 15, and it stored everything. I could throw all my stencils in here. Big ones, small ones, masks, everything went in here. Homemade stencils, stencils yet to be made, things like this, they got thrown in there. But what I noticed is I was only using the stencils on the top. I wasn't using stencils on the bottom. And a lot of stencils were getting tangled, especially some of my delicate stencils. So as we all do, we went on YouTube and did a search, kind of probably like the search you're doing right now and how you found this video. And so then I was on Carolyn, I don't know, I always want to say her last name wrong, but Carolyn Dub's page, and she shared the thing that changed my life, the J hook. Don't know if you can see it well, probably not, so let's get us something so that you can see it. But it's this little plastic hook. There. That's called a J clip or a J hook. And you buy them in like a collection of 100 or 500. But this right here saved the day. So I kept doing some research, saw how several people were using these. They were using them on like the Clip It Up. I couldn't find a Clip It Up. But what I ended up finding, my first option was I was going to use these poles that you can get, like curtain rods, and I was going to put them on that back wall right there. But the curtain rod was too thick for this J hook. The J hook. It was too thick for the J hook. So I was at Container Store and I saw these bungee cords, and I said, that's an idea. But then I went to IKEA and found this doohickey mabicky, doohickey majig, and it is basically a metal rod. It has a tension here, and this little cord. Now, okay, so I have this on my desk. Let me show you back up. I have this on the bottom of my desk. So I actually jelly print right here, and the stencils are all underneath me. Right here at my grip, which is perfect for me because I literally like to toss down stencils on my jelly plate as fast as possible. But let's go back down here so you can see. So under my desk, and it's suspended on the other side. So across this inside of my desk, I have this cable, and then on the cable are my stencils on the J clip. And so there you go. They just go up there, and when I'm working, I can just sort through, pull it out, put it down. I don't even think I have to let it dry. A couple times I've just put them on there. They kind of dry on their own, and there you go. So I have all kinds of stencils. I do want to show you that the easy part is just putting them on the stencils that have lots of space for you to do it. But when it got challenging, and I'll show you some of these the challenges are like these. This is a paper stencil, but I just literally put it on the paper, okay? And then for some of my smaller stencils, or stencils that I didn't have the luxury of that, I kind of made a border with some duct tape. Hung that up on the J clip. And I did that. And like, so you'll see I have, you know, big stencils, little stencils. And then I have all of my little ones over here. I know it's dark under the desk. I'm trying to compensate with my portable art light. Moving my art light around so you can see under the desk here. And then like over here are all my little ones. And I've got the mass up. And you know, I got little ones on the J clip. And then like these little fine thin ones. So I'll tell you why I didn't do, I did one, let me show, I have one. One I did completely 4 corners around, which is kind of a recommendation that I saw from Julie Faye Van Balzer, and then everybody else was kind of doing it too. They put the whole stencil. But I realized that, I don't know where that one is, but I realized I like, when I jelly print, to use the whole stencil. So I'll sacrifice one edge, but I won't sacrifice all 4 edges. And so I have, all my pair on the J clip. So you can get this little doohickey at IKEA. It's in the kitchen section. I will leave a link. Sorry about that. I'll leave a link of what it's called. Let me show you this one too. So these were really delicate. They have no border. And what I did was I kind of, if you can see it, I put a J hook into the stencil and then I adhered another J clip to it so that I made its own hook. I did this on one of my favorites, my peacock. Did the same thing. But I thought I would share that quick tutorial of a stencil solution. It didn't take long. I may consider something to bring it up, but I don't think it's necessary. It's not that much weight, but it literally is holding a ton of stencils. Oh, so let me tell you why I originally got this. This was not actually why I originally got this. I originally got this because when I jelly print, I like to put multiple layers on my jelly prints. And I like to come back from one session to another session. And so what I originally thought was I would get this and then just put my prints on this thing, let them dry, but also let them be visible for the next time that I'm going into jelly print. So I still may do that because I have space down here. I could do another row of currently working prints. Or what I thought was I could also adhere it to my bookcase that's behind me. So those are just some thoughts. I haven't concluded on how I want it, but I'll give you another little scan of it, what it looks like. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I can actually make it tighter when I'm working, so you don't really notice it at all. But it's so convenient. They don't get tangled. I can see them. They don't fall off. If they do, you just kind of like, this one is, I'm sorry, this one wants to come off. Some of the smaller, thinner ones, you know, they get a little lost in the sauce, but you just put them back up there. But I'm excited about this solution, and I just thought I would share it with. Hope you like it. If you like this, and if you want to see what I make with all of these stencils, if you want to see my jelly prints in action, I would encourage you, one, to subscribe. I am trying not to get kicked out of the Cool Kid Club, but you know, whatever. That's really not the purpose. I just wanted to build a community of like-minded people where we share how art is healing us and how art blesses us and blesses others. And so if that interests you, I'd love for you to like and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe at this point and watch some more of my videos. And share with your friends of this cool, amazing, cheap concept of hanging your stencil. So now that I mentioned money, let me tell you how much this actually costs. The J-hooks cost, I think, $14 on Amazon, maybe for 500, 14 for 500 J-hooks. And this apparatus thing was $16.99 or $14.99. So $30 maybe, but it's a great idea. So thought I would share it with you. Hope you enjoy this. Look forward to talking to you in the future. If you have any questions, more details, you want to see more details, if you ever wanted to see what kind of stencils I actually have, let me know. Talk to you later. Thank you. Be blessed. Bye-bye.